Good afternoon, good evening. This is Coach Anthony Williams, founder and CEO of Connected Athletics. We are a startup company based in Austin, Texas. We are focused on helping student athletes have a successful transition from high school to college and then into a career based on their major, whether they play in the NFL or they don't. We are proud to be sponsored by Every Play I Compete. A good friend of mine, Stephen Johnson, is the founder and owner. They have tremendous gear, masks, shirts, shorts, sweats. They go by the name of Epic, which stands for Every Play I Compete. So I want to thank them for coming on board as a sponsor. You can definitely check out their gear at Epic or I Play Every Day, Play Hard Every Day on Twitter, on the website, and things like that. Really excited to hear from our next prospect coming up here on the podcast. Thomas Gort III is an explosive, violent D tackle from Lancaster High School, a program that's put out a lot of talent. He's 6 foot, 310 pounds, strong GPA of 3.6. Coaches, you can see there his NCAA ID, so he's serious. He's qualified in the clearinghouse. And you can see his Twitter account there. So in case you like what you hear, and if you've seen his video, you know how good this kid can be. Thomas, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. Feeling good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing your story. I know you had a long day, just got back home from practice. We'll try and keep this short here, but let's start right off, Thomas. You've got the great GPA of 3.6. You're already got your registration profile in the NCAA ID. Tell these coaches about the importance you put on your academics.
See, it's always been a struggle for me to be academically focused, but during my high school years, I've finally got it down to study, do all those things to make sure that I have the highest GPA and highest grades as possible.
Okay. Tell us, what are some of your favorite subjects in school? What subjects do you really enjoy? Are you a math guy, a numbers guy, a history guy? Tell us what subjects do you like?
Um, I like my favorite two subjects would be English and anything that has to do with science.
Okay.
Not because, well, easy, really, because reading, it just comes easy to me. But science, it interests me.
Okay.
There's just a lot of things that I didn't know about that I learned.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell us, do you have in those classes, do you have a couple of favorite teachers that you want to shout out at Lancaster High School that have helped you maintain your high GPA?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm just not really getting to know them.
Okay, no
I
problem
was
there.
I was at a private school for most of my high school career.
Well, is there a teacher at your previous school that you want to shout out that's helped you along the way academically?
Yeah, I don't know if he's working there, but my teacher, Mr. McDonald.
Okay.
Yeah, he always made English hard, but
Mm-hmm.
I got it, and I started to like it.
Okay. You're only obviously a junior now. Have you thought about what you might major in when you get to college?
Yeah, I've been shuffling through communications and some type of engineering.
Okay. Well, I'm an engineer myself, so definitely takes a lot of hard work, but you can definitely do that, especially with the GPA that you have. Tell us a little bit about, one thing coaches want to know, Thomas, about their athletes they recruit is what type of learning style you have. Would you consider yourself more of a verbal, visual, or hands-on learning style?
Visual and a little bit of hands-on.
Okay.
So a little bit of both of those.
Yeah. Is it the same in the classroom as on the field in football, or do you prefer a different learning style in different environments?
No, it's really the same.
Okay.
Because I learn to play once I get doing the plays, it stays in my head. Like I
Mm-hmm.
still know my playbook from freshman year because I've hit
Okay.
it so many times. It's just stuck in my brain.
Well, when things open up here from this pandemic, college coaches will eventually get back out and start visiting prospects like yourself at school. If a coach was to come into school and you didn't know about, and he saw you in the classroom, what would he see? What kind of body language do you have in the classroom?
Well, I'm mostly quiet. I don't really say much, pay attention, do my work. get done.
Okay. Having a strong GPA like you have now, and I know we've been struck by COVID, but have you had a chance to take an SAT or an ACT test yet?
Yeah, I took the SAT. I think it was last year, sometime
Hmm.
this year. I think it was this year. Yeah, I think it was this year.
Were you happy with the score? Or are you going to take it again?
I'm gonna take it again. I wasn't
Okay.
happy with it.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Take it as many times as you need to. Hey, let's switch up a little bit to learn more about you personally. Tell us a little bit about your family. What did your mom or dad do? Do you have siblings? Are you the oldest? Are you the youngest? Tell us a little bit about your family.
Well, my mom, she works at a hospital. She works at she works at a lot of them. I can't remember the name. I
Okay.
can't remember all the names. But my dad, he's a security guard. I believe he works at dang, what's the name? I forgot. But he's a security guard, and I got
Okay.
two brothers. Got two brothers, one little and one older than me.
Okay.
My big brother, he's out the house. He's like 23, 22, something like that.
Okay. Which makes you the big brother. So tell us about the importance that you put on being the best big brother you can be to your younger brother.
Um, I had to be a big brother to my little brother for like, since I was like 6 or 7. Is because my big brother he had got into some trouble when we was young, so it
Hmm.
was really me and him, me and my little brother.
Okay.
You know, yeah,
Do you feel like you're setting a good example for your younger brother as far as having the good grades and being a really good student athlete?
yeah. Yeah, all part. He's smarter than me. He's smarter than I
Is
am.
he? Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
He'll tell you,
Uh,
bro. He'll tell you.
well, if your mom is working in the hospital in these COVID-19 times, man, shout out to her. Hope she's being safe, and I know she's helping a lot of people through this unprecedented time that we have. So shout out to your mom. Tell us, Thomas, what kind of hobbies you have when you're not working out for football or playing football. When you have some free time, what is it you like to do in your free time?
I'm a huge game head.
Okay.
Love playing the games. Love playing the games.
Okay. What's your game of choice? Are you a Madden guy, 2K, Call of Duty? What are you playing?
2K and Call of Duty.
Okay. Obvious question. Are you giving L's? Or are you taking L's?
I'm giving L's. I don't lose
I'm
like that.
giving. Okay. I respect that. Hey, you know that recruiting takes place with social media, very important. Tell this audience that maybe hasn't seen maybe your Twitter or Instagram, tell them what kind of presence you have, what kind of message you're putting out there about yourself on your social media messages, on posts.
Uh, Everything I put on social media, I try to keep it at a modest level. So there's a lot of bad things on social media that you really don't want on your page.
Right.
Because on Twitter, you can see what people like. They like a certain thing. It could probably mess up your rep.
Yep.
People see you, all that.
Hmm.
So it basically anything you're doing on the internet can mess up how people see you. It can
Yeah,
cost you a scholarship
absolutely.
or anything other of importance.
Are you mostly using your Twitter for recruiting to get you some exposure, or are you using it for other things also?
No, I just use it for recruiting and
Okay,
exposure.
good stuff. Okay. I call these my favorite questions. First favorite question is, what is your all-time favorite football movie?
Football movie.
Hmm.
What is it? Uh Something. Remember the Titans. I like that one.
Okay, no, good choice. Obviously, yeah, that's a classic. What's when it's your turn to pick where you go to eat at or have food at home? What's your favorite food to eat?
Wingstop.
Okay, likes the wings. I like
I'm
it.
a big wing guy.
Okay. And then what about music taste? Who do you have a favorite artist? What kind of music do you listen to, like in pregame? Who do you like to listen to?
Uh, I don't really have a favorite music. I really listen to a lot. A lot of different type of music.
Okay.
Yeah,
Rap,
I
hip hop,
listen
R&B, country, like what?
Yeah, a little bit of R&B, rap, Christian,
Okay.
a little '90s rap mixed into it. Whole
All
bunch of
right.
it's just scrambled. It's just scrambled.
No, I like that. No, it's good having a good variety. I'm the same way. I call this my dream scenario question, Thomas. Let's say you have a great 4 years in college, wherever you're at, and you find yourself in New York City at the NFL draft. Who is sitting at your table with you, waiting for the commissioner to call your name?
Um, do I have a limit?
Now, let's just say you have up to 10 people.
My mom, dad, brother, big brother, my grandma on my dad's side,
Mm-hmm.
my grandpa on my dad's side, grandma
Okay.
on my mom's side,
Yep.
and some few mutual friends,
Okay.
two mutual friends.
Share the success with people who helped you get there. That's good. That's important. Another thing that coaches want to hear from prospects is, what are you doing to give back to your community there in Lancaster? Are you involved in your church? Are you involved in some nonprofits? Are you feeding the hungry? What are you doing to give back?
Um, I used to work for my church, greeting and all that when
Hmm.
COVID wasn't out,
Right.
but I can't obviously can't do that right now.
Yeah.
But other than that, really giving back, it's not like I just randomly do it. It's like I don't have a set point to do it. Like just off the bat, like just when I see somebody and I have something that they don't have, I'd be kind enough to give it.
Okay. So you're
Like
ready to help on the
for
fly, which is
example,
good.
yeah, for example, I see somebody on the street, I have a 20 that I'm probably not gonna use. And I
Mm.
just give it to them because they're probably gonna need to use it.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Giving
Or they need it.
those less fortunate. I love that. Yeah, that's awesome. Thomas, tell us, what is your life gonna look like when football's over, whenever that is? What do you want it to look like personally and professionally when you're finally done with the game?
Well, I hope to be done long in a long time. But I
Right.
think what I want my life to look like, just chill, peaceful, not really having to worry about much,
Okay.
having everything out the way, you know. So it
What
wouldn't be
kind
a
of
lot of
career are you looking at after football's over?
if I play long enough, like you said, I would like. It's always been a dream of mine to be one of those little broadcasters,
Okay.
work for the broadcast the little NFL games.
Okay. And then what about personally? You want to get married one day? You want to have kids? You want to be single? What's your personal life gonna look like?
I'm gonna be married.
Okay. A lot of
Mhm.
kids, few kids, no kids, what?
Just a few, just a
Okay.
few.
All right. It's important to know. Tell me, communication is important as a student athlete. Communication with your coaches, communication with your teammates. Tell us how you like to best communicate. Do you like people to just have a face to face with you? Do you prefer people to call you, or do you prefer people to just text you or DM you? How do you like to communicate?
It really don't matter to me because I will still be able to get my point across on what I'm trying to say to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Call, text, face to face. It's really all the same. You're gonna hear the same thing from me.
Okay. All right. Tell us, you're in your junior year now. Tell us, how do you define leadership, Thomas, and what are you doing this year to lead on the football field?
Well, a lot of people doubted our defense. They thought we wasn't gonna be as good. So my leadership, I I'm more of a vocal plus letting my play do the talking type leader. Like you
Okay.
see me working, and it motivates you to start working.
Okay.
And us as a team, we started to bond around that, and we're getting better as the weeks go by.
Yeah. Now you guys are having a tremendous season. The defense is definitely playing well. Tell us, right now as a junior, what do you consider your strengths, and what are some of the things you're working on as a defensive lineman?
Um, my strengths would be getting off the ball quick, just having a quick sense for where the ball is at, a quick twitch, being able to run down people. And I'd say my my weakness, uh hold on, I might take a minute to think about it.
Okay. Well, the one thing I can tell you in watching your film is you've nailed it. I mean, anybody that watches your film, you got a tremendous first step. You got explosive hands, and your motor, what we call coach's term, the motor runs hot. I mean, you are not just trying to cover your gap. You can move sideways. You get penetration deep in the backfield. You're physical at the point of attack. You take on blocks. You can get off blocks. Things that all coaches love for a D tackle to have, no matter what their height and weight is, and you definitely have that. Is something that jumps off the screen when I watch your highlight video. How long have you been playing D line, and do you play other positions?
Well, when I first started playing football, I was like probably 4 or 5. I've always been like an O lineman or a D lineman.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really start taking football serious to like middle school. That's what I knew I was wanting to go far with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I started. Yeah, that's when I really started to be more focused on the D line point of view. I started getting trainers and all that to help me
Yeah.
out with my technique.
Who do you work out with? Give your trainer a little shout out. Who are you working out with up in the Dallas
I
area?
work with Brandon Tucker.
Okay. Yep. I know Brandon does a good job. Tell us a little bit about in your position. I assume the answer, but I'll ask it anyway. Are you a weight room guy? What are you doing to get stronger in your technique in your position?
Oh yeah, I love the weight room. I've always been the type of dude just to be strong naturally, but there's always more work you can do to get stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see what I do, it was eye popping,
Yeah.
but it's but that just comes naturally to me though.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I love it.
Yeah. Well, you got good height and size now and strength, 6 foot 310. You still got another year of high school. What do you think your height and weight will be by the time you graduate from Lancaster?
I'd be lying to you if I said I knew, if I had an idea. My growth spurts have
What would be your
been
dream height
weird.
and weight?
My dream height would be 6'2",
Okay.
6'2", 295.
Well, college coaches are going to always ask the question, and we always do. I see your height. How tall is your dad? Your mom and dad. What's their height looking like?
I believe my dad is 6 foot. My
Okay.
mom is like 5'6", 5'7".
And then what about grandparents? Any height grandparents or uncles or no?
All my uncles is tall, 6'3" and above.
Okay. So you
All
might
my
have a
grand
late growth spurt. Yeah.
yeah, that's on my mom's side.
Hmm.
Everybody on her side is tall.
Okay.
I don't
Tell
know
us,
why she got the
Thomas.
short gene.
Yeah. Would you consider yourself a dependable player? If you say you're going to do something, do you do it? Are you on time for meetings? Are you on time for team events? Tell us a little bit about you as a teammate and a player at Lancaster.
Yeah, I'm on time, usually early. Really, my
Okay.
dad put that mindset in me because he would always bring me places 10 minutes, 20 minutes early. We'd be the first people there. That's
Okay.
usually where I'll be on.
Yeah. And then also there, I always tell players there's as a coach there's two types of players. There are players who want to shine on game day, and then there are players who like to grind during the week and then shine on game day. Which one are you?
Grind through the week, shine
Okay.
on game day.
So you like to practice. You like to get after it, know the scouting report, and get prepared for Friday night during the week, huh?
Yeah,
Okay. Where do you get your work ethic from? Your mom, your dad? Is there somebody that's a big influence in your life? But where does that work ethic come from?
uh, I'd say it's collectively my whole family because I've seen them work hard
Hmm.
to provide me with stuff. My mom and my dad collectively. and
Okay.
my grandparents a little bit when they was out there working. They're retired now, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us, Thomas, are you a big film guy? You like to study film to get ready for your opponent each week, or no? Or no?
Yeah, I like to study film, but no, I mean no, but I just when I'm looking at film, I'm looking at the O line or just the dude I'm gonna be on the whole
Hmm.
game.
Okay.
So I study how he get in the stand, study how he moves, how his first step is, how he passes, how he blocks the run,
Yeah.
how he does everything.
Looking for
What
weaknesses,
type
things to take advantage of.
what type of movements does he do when he's finna do a certain thing?
Yeah.
That's why
Well, I
you see
see
me
you.
coming off the ball so fast because I can tell when he's about to move or do something.
Yeah. No, you have tremendous first step, and I love you got that quick swim move, and then when the offensive lineman is looking for the swim move, you give them the power rush. I mean, you got a variety of moves because you're powerful and quick, which leads to my next question: is there a certain D lineman at the college level or the pro level that you kind of look up to and pattern your game off of?
Uh, I wouldn't say currently. It would be an old time player.
Like who?
It would be Warren Sapp.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Warren, there's a lot of resemblance there. Powerful, big, strong, athletic. Can work down the line of scrimmage, can get penetration. That's a very good example. I think you have a lot of that. You also have some Aaron Donald in you too. Very athletic with great footwork. So that definitely shines also. Tell us, Thomas, you're in your junior year. I know you've got some interest from schools like SMU and TCU. Tell us what your recruiting experience has been so far.
Um, it's been a little up and down. Some days I get a lot of attention, some days I don't. But I've never been the type to be bummed out about it. Never type to be worried about it because I'm only a junior. I still have another season and another
Right.
season after that and the off season before that.
Right. Yeah.
And
No,
my
game
grades are up to
recognizes
par,
game.
so
Yeah.
so I'm not really worried about that.
Yeah, I love that you're not because a lot of kids get all caught up in, oh, the so and so got an offer and so got an offer and this kid committed and I'm better than him. Everybody's time frame of recruiting is different, and you're somebody who's got tremendous academics. You've got great talent. Your time will come, and we'll look back and be like, okay, yeah, my junior year things were going slow, but now I'm deciding where I want to go, and I'm gonna have my education paid for, which is a blessing. So I don't think you're gonna have a problem with that. Tell me a little bit about, what other sports do you play outside of football? You a track guy? You play some basketball back in the day? What are you doing other than football?
I used to play basketball. That dream cut short, quick. Not that good. Um, and during middle school, a little early days of high school, freshman year, I did track, throwing, of course,
Okay.
ain't no running. And then my sophomore year, when I came to Lancaster, I did powerlifting.
Okay. Okay. Look, coaches love guys that love competing throughout the year, whether it's in different sports. So that's great to hear. Tell us a little bit about your competitive spirit. I can tell you that every coach I talk to loves coaching players who have a high competitive spirit. Tell these coaches about yours. How competitive are you as a player?
Very competitive. I hate losing. I just hate it. It doesn't sit right with me because I'd be losing something and I think about it for a month, a year until I'm back at that place or I win something.
Hmm.
So I'd be working steady hard. I'd be working hard every single day. So the outcome would be different.
Okay. Well, hey, as we finish up here, and I appreciate your time. I know you had a long day, but let's finish up. We talked about that elevator pitch when we first started. Look in the camera right now and tell these coaches why they should recruit you and what you're going to bring to their program.
I feel like college coaches should recruit me because I have a high motor. I'm a very coachable person. You don't have to tell me more than once to do something. I'll do it. My leadership is up to par. All my teammates love me. All of my teammates love me. You can ask any of them. You know, I play hard, work hard in practice, film. What more? What more do you want?
What would you tell these coaches about yourself as a student? What are you going to bring academically to that university?
You wouldn't have to worry about me academically because I stay in my books. Is I like to get stuff. I like to get my academics out the way early,
Mm-hmm.
and then focus on football.
Okay. Well, man, I am truly impressed. I know you've had a long day, but I watch your video. I know a lot of guys have seen you at some of the showcases, and I'm looking forward to seeing you finish out the season and have a huge senior year. If you need anything from a recruiting standpoint, any help, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'll get this video in front of some coaches, and we'll definitely be talking about you committing to a school probably this time next year, man. Be safe. Have good luck this Friday night, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Thomas. Thanks a lot, man.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.